Now, KFDM Sports in HD with Andrew Chernoff.
We are live inside the Montagne Center as the Lamar Football Kickoff Celebration is getting set to begin, very close to starting up at 6 o'clock. As you see behind me, a lot of fans piling into their seats. There will be a dinner, and then there will be a reception where they'll be introduced to the current Lamar football team. Also, if you look to my right, the Lamar University Marching Band is in the house, ready to pump this place up. Super excited. We're glad they're not playing just yet, though, because we want to hear ourselves talk. So much excitement surrounding the Lamar football team this year. Of course, last year they went 2-5 in Southland Conference play. Overall, they were 5-7, but so many close losses, especially a couple of them, where they could have gotten that winning record. So this year, the expectations that much higher. You ask this fan base in here, and they're pretty stoked for the season to start, which their first game, Saturday, just right next door at Provost Humphrey Stadium at 7 o'clock against Grambling State. Now, another reason why so many fans are excited to be here tonight, because of one of the guest speakers. It's a famous coach that I'm sure you have heard from, Barry Switzer. That's right, Barry Switzer, the former Dallas Cowboys head coach, along with the former University of Oklahoma head coach. Of course, Switzer, one of 3 head coaches in history to win both a college football national championship and a Super Bowl. The only other 2, Jimmy Johnson and Pete Carroll. Switzer won national championships at the University of Oklahoma in 1974, 75, and 1985. He then won Super Bowl 30 with the Dallas Cowboys in January 1996. I caught up with Switzer earlier, and he told me what the biggest difference was coaching college and pro football.
Pro football is about winning, getting the Super Bowl. You know, you might have a kid for 2 or 3 days. He's on the waiver wire that night, and you'll never see him again the rest of your life. You recruit him, you got him for life. And when you got kids for 4 or 5 years, 365, 24/7, they're yours. And so you get to know them. You know their compassions, their goals, their ambitions, and so it's a job for our coaches and college coaches, high school coaches, make productive citizens out of these kids. It's not about getting the Super Bowl. We hope we win some football games, but we're trying to produce quality products for the next 30, 40, 50 years of living.
Lamar football, not the only LU sport to talk about today. The women's soccer team out in California taking on Cal Poly. Of course, they won the other day against San Jose State. Today, the Lady Cards come up just short. They fall 2-1. They actually led in this game late, but Cal Poly scored 2 goals in the second half. The Lady Cards next game, their home opener, Friday night at the LU Soccer Complex at 7 o'clock against Rice. Let's shift gears for a second and talk about some racing, as next Sunday, Golden Triangle Raceway Park is the place to be to get your racing fix, as the Brian Bourne Memorial and 7th Annual Joe Graham Memorial races will take place. Plenty of different series will be out there, including Louisiana Bayou Sprints and Limited Modifieds. Spectator gates open at 4:30 with racing to begin roughly 2 hours later. Tickets, $15 for adults, $5 for kids ages 6 to 11. And besides the race and the track, we'll host a fundraiser with money going to the American Cancer Society.
We'll have auctions, and part of the money from the 50-50 money will go towards it. So it'll be we've always raised a lot of money over the past 6 years for them, and it's been a good cause, and we're enjoying having it.
High school football fans, the time has come. Week 1 officially here. Some notable dates to keep in mind as you plan your week. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. right here on KFDM, we'll announce what our KFDM Tailgate Party game of the week is. That's because our first KFDM Tailgate Party show of the season takes place Friday night at 10:35 on KFDM. All the games this week, not only on Friday though, there are 2 games to note Thursday. Ozan plays Memorial at the Butch Thomas Center at 7 p.m., while Hampshire Finette takes on Lumberton inside Lamar's Provost Humphrey Stadium at 7:30 p.m. We also have a game Saturday featuring Vider as the Pirates are in Pensacola, Florida, squaring off against Escambia High School. And why not get our high school football coverage started tonight at 10 o'clock right here on KFDM? Westbrook head coach Kevin Flanagan and Central head coach Toby Foreman join me on the Sunday Sports Extra. Both of their teams take on each other Friday night at the Butch Thomas Center. Their matchup, the first game on the KFDM Beaumont Bowl Series. Of course, so much football in the air, high school and college-wise. More and more people starting to file in here, as we showed you a little bit earlier. Barry Switzer will be talking here a little bit after 6 o'clock, right after they eat some dinner, and then we'll be introduced to head coach Ray Woodard and the entire Lamar Cardinal football team for this upcoming season. Of course, opening night next Saturday at 7 p.m. right at Provost Humphrey Stadium against Grambling State. That will do it for us from here. Stay with us. More 6 News right after this.